Hi, and welcome to the One More Songcast. My name's Lee.
I'm Luke.
Right, Luke. So, what is the plan today, mate?
Right, so we're going to do a little mini episode, and we're going to show off some of the games that we might be playing as part of the episodes, keeping it fun, keeping it light. So we're going to have a game of Would You Rather. So explain what Would You Rather is.
Right, so most of you will have played this while probably getting drunk 9 times out of 10, or just in a stupid, work or school chat. However, we're going to try and keep this as musical as possible. Luke is going to be the Would You Rather master. So what we need from you guys is suggestions for musical Would You Rathers and potentially the odd weird one getting through.
Not like the mum and dad ones and all. You know
No,
exactly the ones we're on about.
Not having any of that. Yeah,
But drop them in the comments, for guests that are coming on. We're going to, present them with a few Would You Rathers. There's loads of other games we're thinking about as well. But yeah, so should we get cracking?
Yeah, so first of all, before we do that, you can email.
Yep.
It's tomscastmusic
That's right.
at gmail.com.
Yep.
Instagram.
Yep. Drop a comment below on the Facebook video as well if you've got any ideas for guests and for ourselves as well to discuss. Music ones, keep it musical, of course.
Yeah, or even get into the inboxes on either of those. Preferably try and stick to one. Don't just send them everywhere so we've then got a horrible trail. Email first. If you can't get the email, then go to the inboxes and drop them in the comments and we'll try and get as many on as possible. So, Luke, what are our Would You Rathers today?
All right, so I've popped it up on the phone. So the first one, interesting. Would you rather be touring stadiums in a generic 90s boy band? So let's think of your Aquas, them kind of one. Are they 90s?
Yeah, they're 90s.
Take that, something like that, basically where you're selling your soul to the music business. You're not really writing your own stuff. Although we can't account for them all, can we, to be fair? But you're not writing your own stuff. You're selling your soul. You're singing the same songs night in, night out usually. And, they've not got a lot of thought or meaning behind them a lot of the time. Or you're a local hero in your local area, Lancashire, whatever, but you're writing your own songs, you're selling out pubs, maybe local theatres, all them kind of things, but you're writing your own stuff that really means something to you. You're making a decent living, but it's probably not the same as, headlining Wembley or whatever, that these big bands do. So what we saying, Lee?
Oh, this one, to be honest, is quite difficult, isn't it? Because particularly with Take That, a lot of the songs were written by Gary Barlow. I think a few of the other lads popped in, I'm sure Jason actually wrote a couple. Or
Yeah.
I know more about these bands than I thought I did. This is weird. But now a lot of those songs were actually written by the band themselves. So you could be making a ton of money.
Let's make it more horrific then. So you're Aqua, basically. Barbie Girl. It's like Barbie Girl and along the lines, like Vengaboys or something like that. Them kind of things.
Do you know what? Vengaboys,
They're quite good
I
to be
feel like they would be playing more local venues and that could be more like a private rave. So that one actually could be quite fun. But Aqua, Barbie Girl every gig.
Every night.
Oh, mate.
But the crowd are screaming it back at you, massive stage.
And also, if you get a group of people within those boy bands that are quite good lads,
Yeah.
you're having a party constantly, aren't you? So that's a difficult one. So the music could be really bad, but the company could be really good.
Let's flip it then. So
flipping it,
your local music man. So everybody loves you in the area. 3 pints every weekend. You're making a decent living, but you're locally famous, but you're not overwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
You're just kind of everyone's your mate. Everyone loves the music that you're bringing out. Let's say a bit like Jerry Cinnamon, but obviously before Jerry Cinnamon made it big, because he seems like a local hero, doesn't he?
Yeah, Passenger's the same. I think Passenger, a couple of years ago, before lockdown, was still busking around London and Brighton and all that sort of thing.
Was it not? What's he called? The really good guitarist, Dire Straits. Who's that?
Oh, Mark Knopfler.
Apparently, my dad told me this. I don't know how true it is because my dad talks a lot of nonsense. But he goes into local pubs and still, because he just loves playing in local pubs.
Right.
And loves playing his guitar. You have to look that up at some point.
Yeah.
I'm probably talking nonsense, but yeah, local hero. Not that he's a local hero, of course. But
no.
What are you saying then? What?
Well, this for me is probably at the moment the next stage. We're enjoying covers acts all over the Northwest. We've had relatively decent crowds, but it's always you're playing other people's songs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're just imagining now this is your own stuff
yeah.
that you're actually getting famous. So like in a way, you're kind of like, I don't know if you know Phil Island. Phil Island does a lot of his own stuff at his gigs and stuff like that. He still does the covers, but he's starting to work a lot more original stuff in there. There's around the Lancashire and Northwest area, you've still got quite a few good prestigious venues. Like we've got the Ferret, you've got the Boulevard in Wigan, you've got the Deaf Institute, Manchester, the Arts Club, Jacaranda, Cavern in Liverpool. There's plenty of places about where, you know what, it'd be really good to sell them out. And also, imagine like you did get your songs that well known in a local area. They were asking for your songs more than that.
Yeah, yeah.
And afterwards, everyone always offers you a pint, don't they, when they've really enjoyed your night.
Yeah, so you could become... It's a difficult one, isn't it? I think, personally, it's got to be the local hero.
It has got to be the local hero because, I've got to be... you're in control of your own career. You're not overwhelmingly famous.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that intrusion on my life by the press and people just having an opinion on me that don't even know me.
No, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I think local hero myself. I think. Are we both agreeing on that one?
Yeah, we're agreed. We're agreed.
Right. Okay, next one then. Let me get it up on the old smartphone.
Oh, smartphone technology. Is it Android or
Apple?
Oh,
shout out to Apple
iOS.
if you want to sponsor the show. No, I'm joking. Right, so
Please.
Right, okay, so two options here again. Obviously, it's would you rather. So there's two options. Session musician all over the world with various superstars. So talk. If people don't know, what's a session musician?
Right, so a session musician might be someone that backs up. It's someone that generally backs up a solo artist, or tours with a band that want extra musicians.
Yeah.
So, for example, Noel Gallagher will have a band behind him. His High Flying Birds are his band, but it's all Noel Gallagher's band, really.
Yeah.
He's the one in control of that band. Sam Ryder will have a band touring with him. You know, there's a lot of hip-hop artists. I went to see Neo late on last year, and he had a band with him.
Yeah, didn't expect you to watch Neo.
Oh, well, I'm into all sorts. And also sometimes we've got to go and watch what the missus wants as well. No, but Neo was really good. Yeah, a session musician is sort of the unknown guy in the backing band.
Yeah.
He'll go on tour with various artists, he or she, sorry. And really, they'll sort of be relatively unknown guys unless they've been part of, like Travis Barker from Blink-182. He's now a session musician. He's been on tour with Machine Gun Kelly, but they just back up the artist or band, whoever it is.
Yeah, so it could be guitarist, drummer, it could be whoever. So session musician all over the world. So versus, you write 5 number 1 songs a year for the next 10 years. You're the writer, producer. You don't necessarily, you're a bit anonymous, to be fair, but you're writing big hits. They aren't necessarily maybe the stuff that you like, but you know how to sell a song, basically.
Right, so your name doesn't go on the credits for either.
Well, no, it does. Of course it does. But, nobody really knows the writers behind big names, do they?
Not everyone
really.
does look into it, unless you're either like a really listening music nerd or you are just like us. A musician that really wants to look into songwriting and wants to know the songwriters so they can see what they do. Yeah.
So they're your two options. So what we're saying. So let's go session musician first. So the pros and cons then. So pros are obviously you get to go all over the world. You get to play in various settings.
You're always going to sell out gigs, aren't you? Like if it's number
not your
one
job, is it?
superstar, you're going to be playing in front of massive crowds. And doing what you love to an extent, aren't you?
You're probably quite limited in the sense that they want a specific thing from you. So it could literally just be, a rhythm or a riff or something that you probably. I don't know, but there might not be too much like creative. What am I looking for?
Creative input.
Yeah,
sort
you're
of
probably
thing.
just told what to do. I imagine anyway.
The bands do generally have fun. Though, because like there's a lot of like unison parts and really interesting parts that go with a live band.
It would just depend, I suppose, wouldn't it?
Yeah. The con side of that is like, there's artists out there that seem like really nice guys, but you're never gonna know what they're like behind closed doors. Like, are you gonna get an absolute diva who could be an absolute dickhead, or are you gonna get someone that is actually just genuinely really nice?
Yeah.
Looks after the band and everything like that. like you say, are you going to get much creative input, or are you just going to be made to play bland?
What's the money like? Not really
stuff?
sure as well.
Yeah, that varies. I think.
Yeah.
That varies.
And then
on
obviously
the
writing songs for big artists, number one songs. What do you reckon that would be like?
Do you know what? Like, if it's like, I don't know if you remember a load of Taylor Swift hits that came out in like the early 2010s.
Yeah.
Like, some of them sounded like they were written by proper professionals, like Trouble, for example.
Oh, yeah.
I know, like, Ryan Tedder writes some great number one songs. Like, he wrote Halo for Beyonce.
Right, yeah.
And Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis. So, like, if you're going to get songs like that, they're not bad songs.
No.
So you want your name on some of them. But then if you're just going to be writing, like we said last time, Barbie Girl.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, could that not do your head in?
Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult. I imagine it would be like working in almost like working in marketing, wouldn't it? You know what sells, that kind of thing, but it's not necessarily that pleasing unless that's what...
Yeah, it's like it's like being on a conveyor belt in a factory, but with a product that you've created.
Yeah.
I guess it's not really. One. Yeah, I don't know which one.
Right, so let's get the verdicts in. Get your answers down in the comments as well. Obviously, with other suggestions, but for me, I think it would be session musician for me. I just think because, like, I do enjoy being a bit of a showman on a whatever stage it is, but obviously the bigger the stage, I think that would be quite fun. I know obviously you're not the main act, but you can still interact with audiences, and it would feel a little bit more personal, I suppose. I think I'd enjoy that element. I quite like travelling around as well. That'd be quite fun, but it just depends who the company is, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be my thing. I think I'd be a session musician, but that's probably not where the money is compared to the songwriter. But what are you saying?
Well, do you know what? If you're going to write number one singles, there's going to be physical copies as well. So there's going to be, it's going to come out on an album. So you're going to get a certain percentage of an album sale. Like, you've got the download prices, you've got loads of different streams of income. Plus, if you're getting a song licensed by that artist to use it, and then your name on the credits as well, you get royalties on top of it.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Like, and also you're staying at home. So, whilst I'd like to be on the road, I'd rather never have to see that artist if they're an idiot than... then go out on tour with them for 6 months. As much as I like playing live and things like that, I think I would be able to use that platform from songwriting to go and do whatever the hell I want, because I'd have so many contacts.
Yeah.
I could become one of those superstars, but in control of my own career, because I know all the loopholes.
Yeah.
I feel like you get a lot more secrets that way, if it makes sense.
I see.
We're split on this one, mate.
Split, mate, yeah. So, get your suggestions in the comments for some of our guests coming on, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.
Yep. So we're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. You may be watching this on now. And get your suggestions into tomscastmusic@gmail.com, or look out for us on social media at Tomscast1, is it?
Yeah, that's right, Tomcast1. If you think we're talking absolute nonsense as well, tell us in the comments, and maybe you've got some alternative suggestions for what those lifestyles might be like. Maybe you've experienced some of those lifestyles as well. Yeah, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, review. Only 5-star reviews, though. Yeah. Because what's the point in giving a 4-star unless you've actually done a podcast yourself and actually want to make suggestions for the pod? But it would really help us if you give us a 5-star review and just said how amazing we were. That's what we're looking for in life. Yeah. Cheers. Take it easy. Thank you very much.